it reminds me kind of Ligma.
Ligma balls?
Yeah, Ninja got Ligma.
Ligma.
He had Ligma for quite a while.
Didn't he just get in trouble for like making a tweet about how like you need to get
trouble, but
you need to get upset if you lose?
People twisted his words and it made and he's like had to explain himself. No, I'm saying this and that.
Well,
it's kind of cringy.
Didn't think it was controversial at all.
Me neither.
He basically was like, I hate it when people say it's just a game. It's not just a game. It's a craft, and I work really hard on it. So to lose is...
Let's read it.
Read it.
Just so we don't...
Yeah, let's look it up and read it. But basically, what I got from it was like, you need to take things seriously, and if you lose, learn from those
I'll read it.
mistakes.
So he said, the phrase, "it's just a game," is such a weak mindset. You're okay with what happened, losing, imperfection of a craft. When you stop getting angry after losing, you've lost twice. There's always something to learn and always room for improvement. Never settle.
I agree with that. The only thing that people were ripping apart was when was the angry part, I think.
Yeah, I think for me, there's two mindsets, though, that you can go into when you're saying it's just a game, you know? Because he's like, saying it's just a game is bullshit because, like, why are you doing this anyways? But that's kind of taking out of context that you could potentially be doing something simply for the fun of it and not really caring what the outcome is.
Right, but I think he's talking about the context of professional gaming.
Yeah, exactly.
They're like,
when people say it to him,
yeah, it's like,
up.
dude, why are you mad about this? Like, it's just a game. And it's like, this is literally my entire life. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. That's like saying it's just a game to like Kobe Bryant or something like after like in like an all-star game or something. You know, it's like a huge.
Like, relax, LeBron. It's not that big a deal. It's just a game. And it's like, no.
Yeah, imagine getting so worked up about grown men throwing around a little ball. And it's like, dude, that makes them millions of dollars a year.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they should care about it. Even though, yeah, in grand scheme of things, it's pretty dumb. I mean, same thing with, you could even say the same thing about anything, though. It's like, dude, don't sweat it. It's just this or whatever. It's like, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, we're all just a bunch of stupid little animals walking around on a blue marble and hurtling through space. Like, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, everything is just a whatever. It's all stupid. Like, it's just a blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, at least you're healthy. At least you're not this. At least this. I hate when people say stuff like that, too, because it's like...
I'm not a big fan of anyone
it's like
who
the woke
says
Olympics.
Just.
Because there's always something that's more important than the last thing. Like, oh, why do you care about this when this is happening? Well, how can you possibly talk about this when this is happening? Well, how can you talk about this when this is happening?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, because you can worry about things that are small.
The woke Olympics.
Yeah, dude. And yeah, and I agree with Ninja on the surface level, but there's also times when it's like, yeah, you can also like play a game and not take it so serious.
It is just a game for some people.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like,
just like
that's a weak mindset. You should be ready to crush every opponent. It's like, well, what about when you're playing basketball against your 6-year-old daughter? Should you be dunking on her? No,
That's what I'm saying.
Should let her have some fun.
It's like a pickup game in the park can be serious or not serious.
Yeah.
But professional will always be serious, and Ninja is a professional.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the context that I got from it, was like, don't minimize what I'm doing just because you think it's quote unquote just a game.
Yeah, I always hated the phrase "I tried my best" too. I don't know why. From when I was a really young age, I always like hated people when they're like, "Well, did you at least try your best?" And it's like,
that's such a mom thing to ask.
Yeah, but it's
no,
like,
my best would have won.
Yeah, my mom didn't tend to do that, but like, for example, like in school, we'd like drive home, like we had carpool where we'd like different moms would like drive us home, and I remember like this one mom would always be like, "Oh, how'd you do on your test?" "Oh, I got like an 85. "Well, did you try your best?" "Yeah." "Okay, well then that's all that matters." And it's like, you could have studied harder. Like, you slept last night. Like, you could have like memorized, you could have like trying your best. Like, in the moment makes sense, but it's like trying your best also includes the preparation leading up. And like, obviously if you didn't like score the best possible thing, then you didn't try your best because you didn't prepare hard enough. Like, that was always such a weird loaded question.
Yeah. I always liked like Usain Bolt's perspective of it, where he's like, these races are won in training.
Mm-hmm.
He goes, I don't race on race day. I just do my thing on race day. He's like, race day, race day is my favorite day because it's finally over. He's like, it's my training that these races are won and lost. It's my preparation. It's my strategy. It's my diet. He's like, the actual day of the race is the easiest day because I just wake up and I do what I do. I do what I do.
Yeah.
You know, I appreciate that from a professional standpoint because it's like,
for sure,
you know, it's all about professionalism and strategy and angles. And I think you and I embody that a lot with Wheels2Walking. It's like we take strategy. So the days that we're shooting or the days that we're doing a podcast like this is fun to us because all the other work is like done on the back end.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I think also I know like UFC fighters, like when they're like in their training camp, they're not like perfecting their form and stuff as much. Like they've got that down in the back of their head. Like, you know, they're not like,
they're preparing for an opponent.
Yeah, exactly. Like you're not, you know, punching as hard as you can and all this stuff because you're just gonna like wear yourself out. Like you're just like working on just like, you know, sharpening the knife. You're not necessarily just like working, you know,
fine tuning the craft. Basically.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you've already done all the hard work in the years leading up. Which, yeah, I agree.
Yeah, all kind of fighters are like that.
Totally. Hope you enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full episode that clip was from, you can click right here. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can click right here. And if you want to watch more clips, we got 2 more right here.